Hi friends, now I am talking about types of orbits. So here I am listing type of orbits and their uses. So you see in this diagram, this is Earth, and around Earth, near the Earth, this point is known as, this circle is known as LEO, low Earth orbit. Near the Earth, this orbit is known as LEO, and this is MEO, medium Earth orbit, and against it is HEO, high Earth orbit, and geosynchronous orbit, like this. And above this we also having lunar orbit about 3,84,000 kilometer. This is a moon, so it is known as lunar orbit, and around this Chandrayaan 3 is rounded and landed on this here. Friends, against high Earth orbit, it's also having highly elliptical orbit, like this. It is very elliptical, so this is known as highly elliptical orbit. Another orbit is polar orbit, because this is a Earth and this is known as North Pole and South Pole, and around this, if satellites are rotated around the North and South Pole, then this is known as polar orbit. So what is inclination? It is an angle of orbit related to Earth equator. You see friends, this is the equator and this is a pole, North Pole and South Pole, and this is equator. So relative to equator, if any angles are having, then it is known as inclination. I am putting here some definition. What is orbit? It is a regular and repeating path in space that an object takes round of another object. You see friend, this is Earth and this is the Sun, and Earth rounded around the Sun, this is known as orbit. So this path is known as orbit, and these satellites is known as natural satellites of Sun. So this is the definition of orbit. And see, in Earth, this is Earth and Gaganyaan rounded in LEO orbit, and this is known as orbit. Friend, the height of orbit or satellite depends on how fast satellites moves around the Earth, because motion of satellites depend on Earth's gravity. Friends, if higher the satellite orbit, the slower its speed. If satellites closer to the Earth, the gravity becomes stronger, and hence satellites speed is very fast around the Earth. Very near the Earth, very fast their speed. Eccentricity denoted by E. So its definition is, an orbit is in elliptical or deviation from a perfect circle from this, like this. If this is a perfect circle and it is deviated from circle to elliptical, this is known as eccentricity. So you see here, this is a focus point, and this is a perfect circle, and perfect circle having eccentricity 0. This is a elliptical, and elliptical eccentricity is between 0 to 1. Parabola exact value having eccentricity equals to 1, and this is a hyperbola greater than 1 value. Friends, example of eccentricity is given here. Relative to Sun and Earth, the nearest point from the Sun is known as perihelion, denoted by Rp, and farthest point from the Sun distance is known as aphelion, and this point is denoted by Ra. So what is eccentricity against Earth and Sun? E equals to Ra, aphelion distance minus perihelion distance divided by summation of these two is known as eccentricity regarding Earth and Sun.